Welcome to Exploring with D-Rob. Let's go. My initial plan for the trip was to spend Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in North Carolina chasing waterfalls, but I got a wild hair and left a day early. Left on Sunday, headed down. Stopped in the Smoky Mountains for sunrise at Clingman's Dome, and while I was still in the Smokies, I decided I'd stop by the very popular Laurel Falls. Since I'd got a wild hair and went a day early, I didn't have a room for Sunday night, so I decided to stay in Maggie Valley and visit a few waterfalls near there. The first one being Mingo Falls. The next falls I would stop at is barely out of sight of the road and is a very popular spot, so there was a lot of people in the area. But I was able to photograph it and got a few shots that I liked, even though the sun was blazing in a little bit as well. This beauty here was COVE Falls. Was hoping for a few clouds to be around for a nice sunset, but clouds didn't cooperate. However, I did get a nice layered sunset and a little sun star action as well from Cowie Mountain Overlook. The next morning, headed up to the Blue Ridge Parkway for sunrise at Laurel Knob Overlook. All the way in, was driving through heavy fog, got to the overlook, and it was overtaken with fog, so I was a little skeptical if anything good was going to happen. But as the sun came up, it started to cut through the fog and lit up the valley, and this photo here I called the Valley of Fire. After sunrise, headed up the Blue Ridge Parkway a little ways to Crabtree Falls. This falls here was at the top of my list of waterfalls to hit, so naturally it was number one on the list for the day. This wound up being one of my favorite waterfalls from the trip. This is Glen Falls. roadside and easy access makes this one be one of the most popular falls in North Carolina. Not real sure where it got its name either, but this is Dry Falls. Another popular roadside falls that you was once able to drive behind. This is Bridalveil Falls. Falls kind of come in under the radar as we came across this one on All Trails. This is Coyote Falls. Another one of the most popular falls and roadside. This is Looking Glass Falls. Day 2 was a full day, so we decided to skip sunrise on day 3. Headed on down to start the day at Upper Whitewater Falls. The sun shining in on Rainbow Falls is one of the rare occasions you'll not hear me complain about sunshine on a waterfall. While we were a week or two early for peak fall color, we couldn't have timed it any better for great water flow. Found this black rope just off trail on the way back to the parking area. This was another falls that was one of my favorites from the trip. Very photogenic as well. This is Log Hollow Falls. I decided to get up early before heading home, catch one more sunrise, headed up to Laurel Knob Overlook one more time, and probably got some of my favorite images of the entire trip. From there, I headed on up the Blue Ridge Parkway towards Grandfather Mountain, where I had heard some of the best fall color was. So I spent a little time on the Blue Ridge Parkway before heading home, got some shots of the color. Lynn Cove Viaduct, and made my way back home to Kentucky. These two images here probably wound up being my favorite two from the trip. My final sunrise at Laurel Knob Overlook and Crabtree Falls. I hope you enjoyed this video of my trip to North Carolina. Hopefully I'll get to make the same trip again this year, maybe catch a little better color. If you would, give me a like, subscribe. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.